I've been accused by the Coonocracy of saying that black celebrities and leaders cannot go up on the wall of fame inside of the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy if they have a non-African spouse. They say that I claim that no black man could go up on the wall of fame inside of the most honorable Frederick Douglass and the most honorable Marcus Garvey Academy if they are guilty of bunny hopping. They say that I claim that if a black man has been brown bunny hopping, red bunny hopping, yellow bunny hopping, white bunny hopping, they cannot go up on the wall of fame. They say that if they've been rice bunny hopping, salsa bunny hopping, snow bunny hopping, sand bunny hopping, they cannot go up on the wall of fame. And they are correct. So they say, how then can the most honorable Frederick Douglass go up on the wall? How then can you name a school after the most honorable Frederick Augustus Washington Bailey Jr.? How is it possible that Charles Barkley can't go up on the wall? Or Snow Bunny Shay Shay, or Richard Pryor, or Eddie Murphy, or Joel Embiid, all these bunny hopping black men? Why can't they go up on the wall if Frederick Douglass can go up on the wall? Let me answer the question. It's a ridiculous question. First of all, Frederick Douglass married that white woman as an old man. He was about a decade away from death. He was an old man by the time he married that white woman. It's not acceptable. The students of the Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey Academy will know that Frederick Douglass's decision as an elder was unacceptable. But last time I checked, his wife of 50 years. Last time I checked, his blue, black, purple African queen of 50 years. Last time I checked, Queen Mother Anna Douglass, the blue, black, purple African goddess who helped him escape from slavery in Baltimore to freedom through Delaware, Philadelphia, New York. Last time I checked, he only had babies with the black woman. Last time I checked, he only had babies with the black woman. Last time I checked, when he escaped from slavery, he had a black wife. Last time I checked, when he wrote the narrative of the life of Frederick Douglass, one of the most influential slave narratives in American history, and the first slave narrative where the escaped slave named himself and named his master, he had a black wife. Oh yes, when he organized for the Civil War, he had a black wife. When he gave 2 of his sons to the Civil War, he had a black wife. When he fought for the 13th Amendment, the 14th Amendment, and the 15th Amendment, he had a black wife. When he was fighting against slavery, putting his life on the line, getting death threats every single day, when he was standing with John Brown and standing with Martin Delany and standing with the runaway slaves, he had a black wife. When he published the North Star newspaper exposing the hypocrisy of slavery, he had a black wife. So why is he going up on the wall? Are you comparing Frederick Douglass to Charles Barkley? Are you comparing Frederick Douglass to Snow Bunny Shay Shay? Are you comparing Frederick Douglass to Joel Embiid and Dave Chappelle? I beg your pardon. Have they done any of the work of the Honorable Frederick Douglass? Have they done any of the work? Has Richard Pryor, rest in peace, and Eddie Murphy done any of the work of the most honorable Frederick Douglass? I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon. Don't you ever break breath in your life to compare one of those bunny hoppers to the greatest black leader to ever walk on American soil. The only name that can go in front of Frederick Douglass. The only name that can go in front of Frederick Douglass in this country. The only name that can go in front of Frederick Douglass in this country is the great and honorable prophet Nat Turner. Oh yes. Frederick Douglass is second only to his elder, the great and honorable Nat Turner. Frederick Douglass was 13 years old when Nat Turner was slaying the oppressor. I said Frederick Douglass was only 13 years old when the honorable prophet Nat Turner. Nat Turner is the only name that can go before that of the honorable Frederick Douglass. So don't you dare question why the name of my academy. Don't you ever question why the name of our school is the Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey RBG International Leadership Academy. Don't you ever question that. Me and Frederick Douglass come from the same forebears. We come from the same grandparents. Isaac and Betsy Bailey, who raised Frederick Douglass, who raised his cousin, my grandfather Stephen Bailey. Those are my 6 times great grandparents. Oh yes. Isaac and Betsy Bailey, the mother and father of the great nation. Isaac and Betsy Bailey, the mother and father of the great nation. Frederick Douglass's grandparents, my 6 times great grandparents. Frederick Douglass's grandparents, my 6 times great grandparents. Don't you ever question the great and honorable Frederick Douglass. So now that we dealt with the contradiction accusation from the Coonocracy, now that we've dealt with the contradiction accusation from the Coonocracy, now that we dealt with the accusation contradiction from the Coonocracy, let's deal with the Caucasian nation accusation. Now let's deal with the Caucasian nation accusation. The Caucasians say that I am a racist. So here's what I want to say to the Caucasian nation. Do you understand what racism is? Racism is a group system. Not individuals cannot be racist. They can only be racist to the extent that they participate and are supported by the system of racism. Racism is a team sport. It is not an individual thing. Racism is a team sport. It is not an individual thing. Are you listening to me, Caucasian nation? Are you listening to me, Caucasian nation? Are you listening to me, Caucasian nation? Racism is a team sport. Black people are too disorganized to be racist. We can be prejudiced, we cannot be racist. Racism is prejudice plus power. I want all my Africans to hear me when I say this. Racism is prejudice plus power. I need all my Africans to hear me when I say this. Racism is prejudice plus power. Black people can be prejudiced, but we do not have the power that needs to go along with that prejudice in order to practice racism. You understand me? Caucasian nation, I can only be prejudiced. I cannot be racist. I do not have the power to systemically disadvantage your race. I don't control the economy. I don't control the school system. I don't control the military. I don't control the criminal justice system. None of the systems that white people need are controlled by black people. Therefore, we cannot be racist. All of the systems that black people need are controlled by white people. Thereby, you can be racist. See, the reason you call me racist, Caucasian nation, the reason you call me racist, hashtag Caucasian nation, the reason you call me racist, that's really your narcissism. That is your anger. And do you know why you're angry at me? Because one of the privileges of being racist, one of the white privileges that Caucasians exercise in this country, you have the privilege of never being held accountable by your victims. I want to say it again, because I need y'all to understand, overstand, and understand me right now. This is Political Science 101. This is Political Science 101. This is Political Science 101. White people, one of your white privileges, you have the privilege of never being held accountable by your victims. You have the privilege of never being held accountable by your victims. This is why police can kill us and go home. This is why police can kill us and be put on leave with pay and get their job back. I just read somewhere that the cop who killed Michael Brown just got hired, or was it the cop who killed Tamir Rice just got hired by another police district? That's white privilege. The ability to never be held accountable for your oppression of black people. And because I am the most unapologetic African man in this country, I'm gonna say it again, because I am the most unapologetically African black man in the United States, white people don't like me because I dare tell you the truth to your face without no filter. I'm not a racist. You just don't want me exposing your racism. I'm not a racist. You just don't want me exposing your racism. I'm not a racist. You just don't want me exposing your racism. And what Caucasians like to do, one of your favorite defense mechanisms, is to hold up a mirror to your victim to make us feel that we are what we accuse you of being. You like to hold up the mirror to us. And so when we make accusations about you, you like to reflect them back on us. You love to practice displacement. You love to practice displacement. You love to practice projection. You like to accuse us of what you are afraid of. You like to accuse us of what you are guilty of. So when I expose racism, you call me a racist. When I expose bigotry, you call me a bigot. When I expose discrimination, you call me a discriminator. I am not guilty of the crimes of Caucasian nation. I am not guilty of the crimes of Caucasian nation. I simply tell you the truth. And the truth is, if y'all love black people so much, if y'all love black people so much, why is the bedroom the only place y'all can show it? I'ma say it again, Caucasian nation. I'ma say it again, Caucasian nation. I'ma say it again. If you love American Africans so much, why is the bedroom the only place you show your love for us? Why you don't show it in the banking industry? Why you don't show your love for black people in the criminal justice system? Why you don't show your love for black people in the school system? So let me get this right. You love us so much that you want to marry our women, but you want to miseducate our children? Help me understand. You love us so much that you want to marry our men, but you want to miseducate our boys. Caucasian nation, can you explain to me? Snow Bunny Mafia. Snow Bunny Mafia. Let me just ask you directly. I'm talking to the Snow Bunny Nation. Privileged white women. How is it that you can love black men so much, but miseducate our kids, special educate our kids, ADHD our kids, psychiatrically medicate our kids, suspend and expel our children? How is it that you can make love to a black man, have sex with a black man, get pregnant by a black man, give birth to the baby of a black man, but you walk into work every day calling our kids names, mistreating them, emotionally abusing them, special educating them, but you come home and you love up on a black man after you finish miseducating a black boy. I said you go home and love up on a black man after you finish miseducating a black boy. I said you go home and make love to a black man after you finish miseducating a black boy. Can we please call a contradiction what it is? Can we please call hypocrisy what it is? And black people so thirsty for white approval. Black people so thirsty for white validation. Black women, you're so thirsty, opening your legs every time a Neanderthal wants to squeeze between them. Black women, opening your legs whenever a Neanderthal wants to squeeze between them. Low self-esteem black woman. Low self-esteem. And I don't even want to talk about you low self-esteem black men. I don't even want to talk about you low self-esteem black men. Y'all so in love with white flesh that y'all can't even properly evaluate if the woman is attractive or not. I said the black man is so in love with Caucasian flesh that y'all can't even evaluate whether the woman is attractive or not. Y'all don't even care what she look like. Y'all see white skin and you are in. Y'all see white skin and y'all throw the towel in. Soon when a black man see white skin, he throw the surrender towel in. Oh yes, soon when he see her. Oh yes, Big Sally. Oh yes, Big Rebecca. Oh yes, Big Sarah Ann. Oh yes, soon when a black man see white flesh, he throw the towel in. Just give me one. The black man says, I don't care which one you give me, massa. Just give me one of your daughters, massa. Just give me one of your daughters, massa. I don't care if she divorced me in 10 years and take all my money. I don't care, massa. At least I was able to sleep next to a white woman. Lord have mercy. And y'all wonder why we can't do better. Y'all wonder why we can't do better. Y'all wonder why. Oh, can't you just love who you want to love? Sure, if you don't care about the future of African people. See, we really don't disagree over the Snow Bunny crisis. The issue is, do you care about yourself or do you care about the future of African people? If you only care about yourself, go ahead and bunny hop. Go ahead and bunny hop. But if you care about the future of African people, there's no way you can support bunny hopping. It's no way you can support bunny hopping. No rice, no ice, no sand, no salsa. No rice, no ice, no sand, no salsa. No rice, no ice, no sand, no salsa. Out here marrying racists. What self-respecting black man is going to marry a racist and you know they racist? Just because you feel so bad about being black. You feel so bad about being black that you can't wait to inject your child the next generation of your DNA. You can't wait to inject the next generation of your DNA with some enemy DNA. You want your child to carry the DNA of his enemy. How sick are you? You want your child to carry the DNA of his enemy. How sick are you? You want your child to carry the DNA of the enemy. How sick are you?